On the campus of the University of Florida, students are preparing for final exams. Here at the ballpark, we're preparing for a huge SEC showdown amongst two top 25 teams. Welcome into Conrad Family Ballpark. From Gainesville, 7th-ranked Texas A&M visits number 21, Florida. Hi again, everybody. Welcome inside the broadcast booth. And those standings tell us exactly what's at stake here. There are 8 teams in the SEC, 10-8 or better. Texas A&M right behind Georgia, half game out of first place, and the Gators right behind them as they get set to play 3 this weekend. That's Gator great Nick Belmonte. I'm Sean Kelly. Deservedly so. Both teams are ranked in the top 25, both in the top half of the standings, and that means a great weekend for us.
We're going to see so much talent. You know, my background in pro scouting will tell you this. There's at least 10 guys, I think, in this weekend will be going to the big leagues in the future. Talent up and down both lineup. It's going to be a lot of fun.
The resume for each team is pretty stout, and that, of course, projects to postseason in about a month's time.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can see the tail of the tape right there. The RPI, pretty close, 9-11. Gators' strength of schedule is outstanding. 3 in the nation. It's only going to get higher, and then you can look at that. Now, that Gator 12 wins is the most wins by any team in the country in the playing top 25 competition.
All right, the hottest Gator going into the weekend might be the left fielder, number 5, Blake Sears, on fire.
Yeah, I don't know where he stands politically, but here he's leaning left, and he's diving left, and he's hitting balls to the left. He is owning left field. He should be paying property tax out there, and he is just wearing it out. In fact, he has been the Gator offense in the middle of it the last 3 weekends. They're going to need him to come up big this weekend if they're going to win this series.
Equally as big, of course, is the starting pitcher here on Friday night for the Gators. Aiden King looks to keep a good streak alive, one that's proven to be a winning formula for number 47.
Yeah, he's proven to be a pure Friday night guy. Fastball 92-95. He'll mix in the split, the change, the slider, and when he's on, he pitches to both sides of the plate, and that's going to be key.
Here's the lineup for the 7th-ranked Aggies and head coach Michael Early, and there's probably the best hitter, if not in the SEC, the country right now. Caden Sorrell is tied for 8th in Division I in home runs. He leads the SEC in that category. He's a part of a top 3 in that order. They're as good as any trio in the conference as we step foot into play here on Friday night. So all set to go. Our home plate umpire is Jeff Wright. He's given us the go sign, and we are underway from Gainesville. Strike 1 to Gavin Grohovac, and with 12 home runs, he's right behind Sorrell, who is in the on-deck circle. It's an Aggie squad batting .312 overall as a team, and they've won 6 straight games. 1 ball, 1 strike to Grohovac.
Yeah, Grohovac came on the scene as a freshman. He came through here 2 years ago, and we said, man, this guy already looks like a big leaguer. Missed a lot of last year with an injury, but having a great year this year.
Yeah, just 6 games played last year, shoulder injury. King misses away. 13-game hitting streak working right now for Gavin Grohovac.
And scouts drooling over him. Great power to all field.
That ball is smoked out towards Sear in left. He's there in time, and that's how this one starts. 1 away in the top of the first. Look, King tonight, Peterson tomorrow. We'll worry about Sunday on Sunday, but this is an A&M lineup that might be the best offense, as Nick told me earlier today, that the Gators might see all year. Not just a .312 batting average, but they slug at .581. They've got 80 home runs on the year, 83 doubles as a team. A lot of it has to do with this guy, Caden Sorrell.
At OPS over 1,000, and here we are into the 40s of the season.
Another fly ball, and Sears there for out number 2 as well. One thing about Aiden King's starts here late, he's been very efficient. First pitch strikes have at times been a problem for the Gators pitching staff, but not necessarily for Aiden King.
Yeah, you want to limit the freebies too this weekend because of the firepower the Aggies have in that lineup.
So here is the 3rd member of that trio that I talked about. Grohovac, Sorrell, Hakopian. They combine now to bat .346. They've combined for 35 home runs and 133 runs batted in. And the fact that Aiden King has gotten the first 2 out on fly balls to left is a huge hurdle to get over here in the early portion of his outing. Just as I said, King's been ahead of most guys. He's fallen behind here 2 balls and no strikes.
Hakopian's the transfer from Maryland. Missed the first, 15 games in a year with a stiff back, but he's getting back into form now.
Tagged it for 2-1 here. There's that offense we were talking about, and the 9.7 runs per ball game really stands out. They have a number of wins this year, 10 or more runs in 8 of their 17 SEC games. 2-2 the count. That trio, this top third of the order, last weekend in their sweep at LSU went 14 for 39. 2-2 pitch. See you later. Down on strikes is Hakopian. 1, 2, 3 go the top 3 in the Aggies order. And the Gators here to begin this homestand at the bat when we come back. Nothing to show here through the first half inning of play. And now Texas A&M and their Friday night starter Shane Sadeo on the mound to begin his outing. 6'3" left-hander who will show us a couple of different pitches, primarily the fastball.
Yeah, and he could top out around 96, but lives at 93, 94. The key with him, though, he sets the tempo. He works fast, mixes in a sweeper, cutter, and change.
Change to the right-handed hitters, and of course he comes into the ball game with a 3-2 record, a 5.60 earned run average. Blake Sear is anchoring the attack, and this is a little bit of a change here for Kevin O'Sullivan's lineup card. Sear's now the cleanup hitter in this lineup, and why not? 5 home runs in his last 4 games. Kyle Jones, of course, will lead it off. And then Ashton Wilson plugged into right field tonight. He'll bat 9th down there at the bottom of the order. A bottom third of an order that's got to see their production go up here as we head into the final 4 weekends of the SEC season.
And that's going to be key because last weekend against Auburn, the bottom part of the order, 6 through 9 hit 105. The weekend before, it was 156. So it has to improve, and Kevin O'Sullivan has made those changes, giving opportunities to guys. Let's see if they can take advantage.
So Jones will lead it off. It is a beautiful night here in Gainesville. 81 degrees at first pitch. Mostly cloudy, although that's breaking up a little bit. And slight breeze left to right. Out of the west at 6 miles an hour. Jones ready, and first to him is tipped. Bear Harrison is the battery mate of Sadeo. I'm sure it's been said often, but a great name for a catcher, Bear. There's a big breaking ball, swing and a miss.
And Bear Harrison's been their catcher now for 3 straight years. He's a veteran. Brother plays in the big leagues.
Jones able to lay off. Kyle Jones batting .314 now on the season. And the first chance for Kellner, the shortstop. 1 gone here in the bottom of the first. Good fielding team. 21 errors on the year. .983 fielding percentage for the Aggies.
Yeah, that's incredible. I mean, you're feeling .983 at this point. That obviously is a strength to your game. No freebies.
By contrast, the Gators defense, 46 errors on the year. Here's Brendan Lawson, the Golden Moose. Pops this one foul. Lawson batting just .222 in his last 5 games.
Yeah, and that's got to change this week if the Gators are going to win this series. He's got to be a guy that takes what they give you, but don't be too patient. He's taken a lot of pitches the last few weeks and gotten himself in holes.
The illness is a part of his arc this season. And a generous one on the outside edge has Sadeo ahead, 0-2. What do you miss? About 8 days with the illness?
Yeah, 8 days, probably about 5 straight games.
Yep.
Something like that. And in mid-season, it's tough to just pick right back up where you are. No one feels sorry for you, especially a good player like Brendan Lawson.
Just foul. It's a shift to the right side defensively for the Aggies. Grahovac, the first baseman, could have fallen over and had his belt buckle hit the baseline. But that scooted past the bag, foul territory in quick fashion.
They play him straight away in the outfield, but obviously the shift to pull.
Here you go. Yeah. Out on strikes is Lawson, 2 away. That's one thing that Cedeo's going to do, strike people out.
Straight challenge, fastball, that's a four-seamer above the hands.
Team leading 63rd strikeout for Cedeo. His strikeouts per 9, 10.53. That's up there, gang. And only 2.21 walks per 9. Surowicz empty on the first cut.
Yeah, it's a nice pitch to start him off with. Surowicz leading the team in SEC play, hitting .356 in the 18 games.
That'll move some bodies in the third base dugout. Last 23 games, he's batting .344. 32 hits during that stretch for the Gators first baseman. It's not just Cedeo that doesn't walk guys. That's a base hit to the left side. The entire Aggie pitching staff is third in the nation in walks per 9 at 2.83. Credit to Jason Kelly, their pitching coach. And they've got a closer on the back end that we'll certainly see this weekend, there's no doubt.
Mr. Freshcorn, he's as good as they get.
All right, here's your guy, Blake Sear, partner. Why has he been so good?
Well, you know, he's taken advantage of creeping up closer to the plate this year, and it's made a difference. He's handling pitches that are outer third. That's a pass ball right there. Blake Sear is trying to communicate that with the dugout right now, saying whether it hit him or not.
Yeah, I thought that it kicked off his back foot. Here's another look for you.
If it hits the, no, it's not even close.
No.
Darn it! The way he's going, I'd rather see him get his hacks.
I agree with you.
Previous play is under review.
That's Jeff Head, the crew chief. Go ahead.
Yeah, this will be quick. But
yeah,
to answer your question, he's been able to handle pitches outer third, and because he's closer to plate, he's pulling those pitches, and a lot of times on the off speed, he's doing that. So that's made him a better hitter this year, and his pull side power has been pretty impressive.
Meanwhile, while Birmingham's taking a look at this, Michael Early, the head coach, has been chatting with the home plate umpire. Can't quite figure out what Early was upset about.
No matter what's hit by pitch, he's awarded first base. Florida retains their challenge. It still has two.
I'm with you, though. I hate to see the bat get taken out of Sears' hands, but you have two base runners with 2 outs. And Carson Bowen, who had been batting cleanup, is now coming to the plate as the number 5 hole hitter for Florida.
With 2 outs, yes. With 1 out, yeah, go ahead, take first base.
Yeah.
But with 2 outs, but hey, Carson Bowen right here can get him out to an early lead. It's a big at bat in this series early.
Big challenge here. He's batting .200 with 2 outs in an inning. So Deo ahead 0-1. Yet to take his bat off the shoulder. The Gators catcher's in a hole now.
Let's see if he comes into that changeup right here.
Likes doing it, as we mentioned, to the right-handed hitters. Bowen won't chase. Carson Bowen doing the catching tonight.
Well, he showed him enough fastballs. He could come back with that changeup here just to change eye level and speed.
just foul.
Wow, hangs him a breaking ball.
Yeah, Sadeo got away with one there. And he doesn't like the baseball that Jeff Wright sent out to him. The Aggies have been tremendous at home, 22-3, but no slouch on the road either. 7-3 away from Bluebell Park.
For hitters to come back to changeup, you got to think right side of the field.
That's exactly what he does. Around third is Surowick. 1-0 Florida. Sear gets to third, and Bowen with 2 strikes and 2 outs delivers. And Florida's offense on the top half gets the job done after 2 quick outs.
That's huge right there. Keeps his hands back, outer third, thinks right side, goes with it. Nice line drive, gets the crowd in, and that's what the Gators need right here.
That's his 20th RBI of the year.
And you love the 2-out RBIs.
And you love that Curlin's going to probably push the starter past 20 pitches here in the first, as they say that he pops it up. First pitch swinging out to center field, and Caden Sorrell will put it away. Gators leave 2 on base, but with a pair of hits, have gotten themselves on the board first. We're through 1-0 Florida. Well, welcome to the 33rd all-time meeting. If you just got here, you're not too late. Just got settled in. 1 inning gone, 1-0 Florida leads Texas A&M. Been a little bit since we've seen the Aggies, but Florida and Texas A&M saw plenty of each other in 2024. They played 5 times. Gators won a series here in Gainesville, 2-1. And then the Aggies beat the Gators twice in Omaha, including the exit for Florida nearly 2 summers ago. 1-0 Florida. Aiden King threw 10 pitches in the first inning, 6 for strikes, and he's back to work here, 4, 5, and 6 in the A&M order. There's the DH, Jake Dewar. Hot shot at Lawson. He's surrounded it. And he's got the arm. 1 pitch, 1 out in the top of the second inning.
And that's going to be key. Good defense this weekend for the Florida Gators. And that's a nice start. It's not an easy play.
No.
Comes up with a good, strong throw.
He had to be thinking that the whole way, partner, because temptation there is, I'm gonna backhand this thing, and he goes to surround it because he got there quick enough.
Yeah, if you can round it off, get your body in front of it, that's always the play.
Two-way player here, it's Partita. First one into him is a strike. Nico Partita, he's one of the more talented freshmen in the country. He is on the watch list to be a freshman All-American. One thing you're going to see tonight, and again, this is only if they hold true to their card, King and Sadeo, the 2 starting pitchers, are going to be all over the plate. Both guys will attack the strike zone. Tardy on the cut, out of play.
Well, it's your shutdown opportunity here if you're Aiden King. Your team got you off to a 1-0 lead. You want to keep the momentum. Crowd starting to file in. And a beautiful night here in Gainesville.
See ya. Second strikeout for Aiden King.
Pure gas. Straight challenge.
I know it says 94 on the gun. It feels and looks harder.
Yeah, that was the reaction. It looked harder for sure.
Terrence Keel, the second at the plate. You see what I'm saying? I mean, 93 on that fastball, but it seems to jump onto hitters quick. He is lively so far. King's next. This will get out of play.
And the reason why it does, Sean, is when he releases that ball over by his head, by his ear, that's a deception to it, and you don't pick it up as quick. It's a release point that hitters don't like to be looking at.
Next to Keel. Stay alive.
You know, hitters love it when you have the same release point every time and you're looking at the high 3/4. You see it out of the hand. Well, out of Aiden King, it's coming around head ear level, and you don't see it, and it kind of explodes on you late. Watch where he releases it. It's over around his head area. And that's not easy to pick up right there. So a 92, 93 is going to seem like it's a lot harder because your reaction time is going to be less.
First hit for the Aggies is off the bat of Terrence Keel, the second. It's good at bat for the left fielder here, who will run. He's got 9 stolen bases. That'll bring Jorian Wilson, the right fielder, now to the plate with 2 outs. King was a pitch away from matching his first inning output of 10 pitches.
And look at the body on this guy. It's like a tight end. Jorian Wilson, who picked up baseball a little late in his career, maybe right before high school.
He was a highlight. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's just a talented kid. I heard some viral video last week of him making a throw at Baton Rouge.
He also did it with the bat last week, and he had 5 runs batted in that series against LSU. A&M swept the Tigers. They've won 6 in a row.
Yeah, he's on a heater right now. 12 for his last 27, but 3 homers, 8 RBIs.
Lead growing at first. So 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. Wilson's batted 22 runs in altogether this year. Bear Harrison, the catcher, on deck if Wilson can get on.
They may try it here, 2-1.
And that has King's attention.
Yeah, he was going.
It's a tough time of the night here at Condor Ballpark. Sirowick shades on, holding at the bag, but then Curlin and Wilson and Wright dealing with the sun. Yeah, they're on the same page, the Gators are, as you, Nick Belmonte, about the prospects here for Terrence Keel.
I'll tell you this, he has shortened up his lead since the 2 throws. Go ahead and go after the hitter here. You've accomplished what you can throwing over.
Even now, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
If I was Michael Early here, I'd start my runner.
We'll see if Keel, with those 9 stolen bases, starts to move.
And it really doesn't matter now how many times he throws over. I would start my runner here. I mean, he's an accomplished base stealer. You got the left-handed hitter shielding the catcher. You can get a fairly decent jump. Why not just go ahead and give it a shot?
Runner going, and the ball is hit out of play. Does the situation stay the same here? I mean, it's the same count.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And what it's going to do also is going to force you to throw more fastballs so your hitter has 2 strikes.
Runner stays. Strike 3 call. King, a punch out here for out number 3. A royal outing so far. 1-0. A lot of little leaguers here tonight in their uniforms, which I love. Great family night here. And the next to the last home weekend of the season for the Florida Gators. Back in 2 weeks, Mother's Day weekend to take on Kentucky. So we're savoring these final regular season home games. And as Nick mentioned earlier, Chamber of Commerce weather here on this Friday night game one. 1-0 Florida. Sadeo back to work. Bouncing ball, trying to get through. And no chance at first base as Colton Schwartz is on with a leadoff single. Well placed. 3-bouncer to the left side.
Schwartz taking advantage of the opportunity coming back from an injury. Got a hit the other night against Jacksonville, back in the lineup here tonight. And already 1 for 1. I don't know about that throw. He probably should have just put that ball in his pocket.
Yeah, it could have turned into an extra base for sure, because he never had a shot at Schwartz over at first.
He was out in the outfield.
Kellner did a good job of catching up to it, but way too late. Here's Caden McDonald. He's the DH tonight. Takes ball 1. So great here for the Gators in that Schwartz gets aboard with a single. We started our broadcast talking about this bottom third of the Gators lineup. It has to start producing more in these coming games.
And this kid here has got power, Caden McDonald.
Pops this one up.
Gator fans know him primarily last couple of years as a pitcher and a good one, strike thrower, good relief guy. But what you don't know is last summer he went to the Cape and was second in home runs in one of the most prestigious college summer leagues in the nation.
This is only his 9th at bat. And you mentioned the power. Again, Coven O'Sullivan is working through some stuff here. Like, I'm going to put Ashton Wilson in right. We'll try that. Let's get McDonald up there because he might just run into one at the right time. And if he does, it could be big.
Well, I threw the numbers at you. I mean, what was it, 115 last week, 105 last week, and the weekend before that, 156, 6 through 9 in the lineup. So Sully knew he had to give guys an opportunity and try to shake this up a little bit.
Yep. McDonald stays alive here. So far in conference games, McDonald's 0 for 3 at the plate. Sadeo will throw over often. Hold to the right side on the infield here for McDonald. It's to the plate. And he fooled him. Swing and a miss, and had strikeout number 2 for Shane Sadeo. Breaking ball.
Yeah, just pulled his head.
So here's Ashton Wilson. He's had a flair for the dramatic late in seasons in his career. He's batting .286 in SEC play. This is the 9-hole in the lineup as Harrison keeps it in front.
Yeah, case in point, a couple of years ago, pretty much just sat the bench the whole year. Through injuries, he got inserted in the lineup at the regionals, no less, and ended up being the MVP of the regionals.
1-0.
That year he had 279 in 26 games, 84 plate appearances, and those were all late in the year for the most part.
2024, is that what you're referring to? Yes.
Correct, yeah, 24, when 24. He was MVP. I believe it was the, Oklahoma City regional.
Stillwater.
Yeah.
Up at Oklahoma State. And then, obviously, Wilson faced Texas A&M in Omaha at the College World Series. The mystery with this team, and we talked about the resume at the top, strength of schedule for Florida, number 3 currently, RPI 11. Baseball America has Florida ranked as high as 12. But it's herein lies the mystery, right? 17-11 versus unranked. Some weird things like the defensive miscues against Jacksonville midweek. But against ranked teams, 11-3, 12 quad 1 wins. That leads the nation. And despite falling last weekend, dropping that series to Auburn, they've won 9 of their last 12 series in SEC play dating back to last year.
Yeah, I mean, bottom line, everything's still in front of this team. They could end up being a national seed.
1-2 to Wilson. Stayed with it and fought it off.
In fact, D1 Baseball has them 8th as far as national seed. So as of right now, they've got them as a national seed.
We will get another update on that in 4 days, by the way.
That's right.
That pitch just fouled off by Wilson was the pitch that got McDonald swinging for strike 3 on the prior at bat. Here's the 1-2. And he sped him up, and out on strikes is Wilson. So the 8-9 guys both strike out. 2 gone. 1 on, and top of the order coming for Kyle Jones.
Yeah, four-seamer out and away, got him to bite.
One run on 2 hits in the first inning. Hit by pitch did not help when he plunked Sear to put him on. That runner eventually stranded. Jones grounded out to short his first time up. That one stays away.
And had there been a juxtaposition in the lineup between Wilson and McDonald, I think you would have seen Wilson bunt Schwartz over in that scenario. But you got the power guy, McDonald. He's in there for a reason.
This is in here, 2-0. Jones, normally a table setter, trying to get this done on the back end here. And he chops one foul past Taylor Black in the third base coach's box. Jones is still batting .269 in conference play. I can't remember a Gator starting the season as hot as Jones did, and that seems like forever ago.
Yeah, led the nation in doubles after 2 weeks of the season.
Lays off here. Check swing. No, says the first base umpire, Jeff Head.
Now, it's 3-1. You got arguably your best hitter on deck. You want to make sure it's fastball in your spot here. Don't go chasing. He's ready to go. Number 11 on deck.
Modest lead would be an understatement.
Yeah, there's no way Sully's going to send him here. Not with Lawson on deck and Jones at the plate. And that lead does not refute that.
Another one he fights off. Had to go down to get it.
Jones on Tuesday night started the ball game off with a line drive home run to left. We've seen him hit a few of those in that area.
Yeah, that was on the Express.
Yep. And that got out in a hurry.
It was his 4th home run of the year. Payoff pitch. Lined right at the left fielder. Keel almost made it interesting. No runs, 1 hit. One left on base. Exhale for Nick Belmonte. 1-0 Gators. We're off to the 3rd. Taking nominations now for Cutest Fan tonight. Right in the center of your screen. Headband on. Not you in the camo hat. Sean Kelly, Nick Belmonte back at Conner Ballpark. Game 1 of this top 25 matchup. Crucial here with regard to the SEC standings. A&M is a half game behind Georgia coming tonight. Florida 10-8, 3 games back at first. Start of the final 4 weekends in conference play. Aiden King back to work. 8-9-1 here for the Aggies in their lineup. First pitch swinging and a hot shot past the outstretch. Lawson has Bear Harrison aboard here.
Now, I early said that he was a starting catcher for 3 years. Not at A&M. 2 at A&M. And the reason why I thought he started all 3, he came through here with St. Mary's in 24, and he was their starting catcher.
That's right.
So I've seen him starting for 3 years. But he's a good one.
Now the 9-hole hitter, Boston Kellner.
Remember that weekend we had Todd Golden up here.
Man, that seems like forever ago, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And that was before the national championship was won.
Yep. It was an omen.
Kellner's got 5 home runs this year. 1-0 Gators. Even with the bag at third is Schwartz. And King finds the kneecaps for strike 1. 3 strikeouts so far for King. The hit by Harrison, the second of the night for the Aggies. The Gators outfield couldn't be more straight up here for Kellner.
I'll tell you a good thing about Kellner's game. He's hitting .267, but an on-base percentage of .456. Well, why is that? 34 walks, 8 hit by pitches. He has a knack for getting on base.
He's like a double leadoff guy in the 9-hole.
Yeah, just a pest.
King would love to roll a ground ball here, get 2. He was down in the zone with it. Wilson will give it a look, but a fortunate pickup. Off the berm.
So his name is Boston, right?
Yes, sir.
Anybody from Boston know? His sister said to his parents, we should name our newest addition Boston because we were just there and we liked the city. And that is the rest of the story.
Out on strikes is Mr. Beantown. Boston Kellner is strikeout victim number 4. Made him go out of the zone here, Nick.
Watch the horizontal on this thing. Little cutter action. Nice job.
And now 1 out as the top of the order is back around for the second time. And here is the Aggie murderers row, starting with Gavin Grahovac. Flew out to left his first time up.
Yeah, what makes them tough too, Grahovac 366 in SEC play. The guy behind him, Sorrell 351 in SEC play. They both have 7 home runs in SEC play.
Pretty good. This will be out of play. Grahovac in the last 13 games has 10 home runs. You mentioned the batting average. He also leads the Southeastern Conference with 27 runs scored in conference games. And he fills up that batter's box. And that is crushed out to left, and the Aggies take a 2-1 lead. Grahovac's 13th home run of the year and RBIs 54 and 55.
He now has a 14-game hitting streak. I mean, he has been a man on fire. Now 11 home runs in his last 14 games. I mean, my goodness. We talked about star power in this ballpark tonight. You know, it was a little cement mixer right there, just kind of tumbled. He'll make you pay. He knew it.
That's just the second home run allowed by Aiden King this year. And now with 1 out, here's Caden Sorrell, who's got 18 home runs on the season. There is no wind to speak of now. It was in Sorrell's favor when the game started, kind of toward right.
They asked Aiden Sims in the broadcast last week out of all the hitters who would win a home run hitting contest, and he said probably Sorrell.
It's probably Sorrell, yeah.
That's impressive. There's a lot of firepower in that lineup.
Third in the nation in runs batted in, first in the SEC. And he golfs this one up behind home plate. You know, King came into the weekend with the best earned run average in the SEC, 1.71. And now behind 2-1 in the ball game. King has surrendered 3 runs or less in 8 of his last 10 starts. The 1-2 to Caden Sorrell. skyward and into the gap. Jones loses his lid, but he's there to make the catch. 2 gone.
And King's counterpart, Shane Sadeo, 8.46 ERA in 6 starts. And they're hitting .363 against Sadeo in
Yeah.
SEC coming into this ball.
Coming in, yeah. Now Chris Hakopian struck out his first time up. That had some tight spin on it. 0-1. Belted out toward Jones, and he'll play it on a hop. So a 2-out single for Hakopian.
Yeah, he's starting to get back and getting a feel for it. And you're just kind of hoping that he gets out of Gainesville before he really locks in. Good weekend last year against LSU. That's the Hakopian hitter that Michael Early and the Aggies were looking for.
So now the 4-hole hitter, the DH, Jake Dewar. Ground out to short, back in the first. 1 ball, no strikes. Speaking of the shortstop, Brennan Lawson shaded way over to the second base bag and out on the outfield grass for Dewar. Off speed and misses here. Even, or I beg your pardon, 2 balls and no strikes. The home run by Grahovac is the 81st of the year for Texas A&M. As we mentioned at the top, it is a potent offense. Chance for Curlin here. That's out number 3, but damage done. Harrison got on with a leadoff single, and then Grahovac did what he does. Smashes a home run to left, his 13th of the year, and the Aggies take a 2-1 lead to the bottom of the 3rd inning. We were talking about it earlier. Here is that latest projection from D1 Baseball. Nick mentioned the Gators still in position here for a national seat, which would be a hosting situation in a regional. Kind of on the brink of it. Strength of schedule certainly helps. Surely it seems like the Aggies are in good shape if they keep going the way they are.
Yeah, I mean, they're entrenched. They're playing their best ball right now. They got off to a little bit of a slow start, but they've figured out. The key for them, though, is their pitching. Can they get some length out of their starting pitching? You know, Sims, I think right now is their best pitcher. He's going tomorrow. There's Michael Early, and you know, he knows that his club's in a good position, and they're playing with a lot of confidence. Now, they're playing 2 weekends in a row on the road, sweeping LSU last weekend and now here in Gainesville.
There's Brennan Lawson, 0 for 1 tonight, struck out back in the first. No walks on either side. Mentioned Michael Early in his 2nd season now. Of course, he was on the staff and then took over as a head coach. Their offense now truly this year reflects who Early is and what he's done in his career. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Lawson. An influx of some transfers, too, has helped vault the Aggies back into the national conversation this year. 2-2. And Lawson get going again.
He's going to have to.
Able to lay off. And what was an 0-2 count is now full to the Gators shortstop, the Moose. But the Moose is now the Golden Moose ever since Lawson was placed on the Golden Spikes Award watch list. The Canadian. That's the Moose part. Payoff pitch. Stays alive.
We talked about Brennan Lawson. We asked him in one post game, what's better, playing your guitars or hitting the home runs? He said it's equal. So he's the guitar man. He has about 3 or 4 here with him in Gainesville.
Shift to the right side. That's lifted over the shift and headed for the warning track. One hop against the wall. Lawson pulls up at second. That's a leadoff double for the Gators. 7th double of the year for Lawson. 69th of the season for the Gators.
The Axeman puts on a good swing right here. And that's what the Gators need. They need Brennan Lawson with that great swing he has. Taking that pitch inner third and pounding it in the zone. So trying to come back from that 2-run home run from Grahovac.
Now the Gators get Surwick up there. Gators first baseman. Singled his first time up. Oh, but umpire almost pulled the trigger on that pitch.
Yeah, Bear Harrison pulling his glove in there, almost got the call.
Looking for RBI number 40. 2-0 the count. Time called and Harrison out to talk to Sadeo. Talked about the numbers for Surwick. The consistency is what stands out the most for me. Anytime you can say, well, here's this guy's last 23 games. That's a chunk. That's basically half a season right there.
Yeah, it's half their season, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and leading the team, higher batting average in SEC play than regular season.
2-0. Got underneath it. This is in the sun. Not so easy here. And the right fielder makes the play. So Wilson puts it away. 1 gone. Still at second is Lawson.
High fly balls to right field this time of day aren't going to be a problem. It's the line drives right at you with the sun setting that will really bother a right fielder.
Blake Sear was hit on the right foot, his back foot, on the first pitch he saw in the first inning. Chops this one foul. He's not going to let another one avoid his bat. Recent power. 9 home runs total. 5, though, in the last 4 games. Sear is batting .395 with runners in scoring position. Probably looking for something else. That was right down central.
Yeah, a year ago he had 9 home runs total, 34 RBIs for the entire season. He's already matched the home run total this season.
Outfield is deep for him. 1-2 is shot out to that right center field gap, to the track, to the wall, and it's off the base of the wall. Tie ball game. Lawson in, 2-2. RBI 41 for Sear. And that double just allows him to change spots with Lawson.
And what I love about it is he's going oppo, because all his home runs and everything recently have been all pull side. So leaning a little bit to the right here tonight.
A sprint to the mound here by the pitching coach, Jason Kelly, also in his second season. And as he's sprinting the mound, he's waving the infielders back. I do not need to talk to you guys. California native. For getting onto early staff was the head coach out at Washington. A little difference baseball in Seattle during a college season than College Station. So now Carson Bowen.
A lot warmer, too.
Think they have any rainouts there, Seattle?
I played in the Northwest League in minor leagues. It would get cold out there.
Bowen takes off speed for strike one. Carson singled, drove in the game's first run back in the first inning. Swinging a fly ball out to the left. Keel to the track. He tracks it down. 2 gone. At any other point in this season so far, that ball is gone. It's been a jet stream out to left.
Yeah.
Since this campaign started. Not tonight.
Well, you got to be encouraged if you're Kevin O'Sullivan. 3 out of your first 4 hitters this inning have hit the ball right on the screws.
Yeah. And this top half of the lineup's combined for 4 hits and a hit by pitch. Curlin saw 1 pitch his last time up, and he'll take here.
Yeah, this is the part of the lineup that Sully's hoping can give him something this weekend.
Shift to the left side. Runner stays at second. That's Blake Sear, RBI double.
How good is Blake Sear seeing the ball right now? My goodness.
Looks like a grapefruit coming at him. Curlin's ahead, the pitch. That is past the catcher, Harrison. Sear will make a turn at third and hold there. And that hits something. Did you hear it?
Yeah, it was a weird reaction by Bear Harrison.
May have caught the inside of the outstretched left leg of Harrison. Scored a wild pitch. Now 3-0 to Curlin with a runner 90 feet away. There's strike one. Curlin's driven in 14 this year. Chance to get the lead back for Florida. And a big payoff pitch here in this outing and the start for Shane Sadeo.
I mean, Cade Curlin, a veteran guy, a guy you're going to have to lean on in moments like this.
Pitch number 60. Out to left. Going to be tough to get to. Sears in to score. And the Gators have their 3rd double here in the 3rd inning. A 3-2 pitch. Sent into the gap, RBI 15 for Curlin.
Yeah, the guy they call Foxy gets one right down the middle, and he's able to get that big 2-out RBI to give the Gators the lead. Splits the defenders for the 3rd double this inning by Gator offense.
So that'll bring Schwartz to the plate. And he has a chance to drive one in here as well.
And that's the 2nd hit already for 6, 7, 8, and 9 in this lineup. They were 2 for 13 on Tuesday night.
This guy has the other, Colton Schwartz. Pulled the string on him, 1-1. Schwartz playing 3rd base tonight. He's driven in 10 this year. He's got a piece of a breaking ball.
Nobody up in the Aggie pen, but starting to stir a little bit out there. I think a base hit here, and they get up in earnest.
I totally agree. The disparity in pitch count right now between King and Sadeo is starting to widen. 1-2. Laid off and held up. Crowd keeps getting bigger and bigger as we go tonight. That's playable here in foul territory. The second baseman will come over, Copia to make the catch, but the Gators get a pair of runs. And doubles were the story here in the bottom of the third inning. Blake Sear doubles to score Lawson. And then Cade Curlin also with an RBI double as he shot one out to the left center field gap. Back on top of the Gators, 3-2. Each team has led at some point tonight. Gators back on top for the second time. 3-2 as we go to the top of the fourth inning. Nico Partito will lead it off for Texas A&M. Aiden King's been dynamite. 44 pitches through 3 innings. A 2-run home run by Grahovac in the third is the only blemish for the Gators right-hander. Struck out Partita in their first matchup. One of 4 strikeouts for King tonight. I mentioned earlier the Gators in this glob at 10-8 in conference play. As Kyle Jones will get set up here underneath this fly ball for out number 1. Half the conference is 10-8 or better. The game, or the lead at the top for Georgia, as we mentioned, half game. College baseball right now is not just entertaining the SEC, but all over the country right now. Yeah. And each weekend has given us a little of this, a little of that.
Yeah, there's some interesting things going around the country that you notice that have made some headlines. And one was Boston College stealing 14 bases in one game against Duke, and I think 23 out of 24 for the weekend. And last night against Duke, North Carolina stole 7.
Ashton Wilson retires Keel. 2 gone on 4 pitches.
Yeah, this is the way you want to get your shutdown in and get your team right back in the dugout. You got the opposing pitcher high up on his pitch count. So get back in there, go to work. But yeah, I had to look it up. The Duke club has allowed 97 out of 99 attempts, something like that, and stolen base. I may be off 1, but you get the point.
How do you be that bad in defending base running?
You know, I've always talked about this. You know, the pitch out is a deterrent. As you can see, they're just calling time to slow things down.
Yes.
Michael Early and Jorian Wilson right there. Just a little team visit to try to get his pitcher some rest. But I don't know. But the pitch out is something you hardly ever see in the game of baseball anymore. They'll just call for a pitch up and away. But a pitch out could be a deterrent.
Try anything.
Anything, right? Yeah. And you can throw over his first as many times as you want still in college baseball.
That's right. There's Jorian Wilson. First pitch swinging after that timeout. Sears on his horse, and it's going to drop foul. Sears a step away there and left from allowing King to get a 5-pitch inning.
Yeah. And one thing you say about Blake Sear, he leaves it on the field.
Yeah, there isn't a clean uniform ever from Blake Sear.
He'll give you everything he has.
Shift to the right side. 0-1 is away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah. There's a look at that Gators defense. Again, you can throw to first as many times as you want. I mean, I don't know. Extra water on the base pass. Try anything if you're Duke right now. 1-1. Blew it by him. All right, so Wilson struck out looking his first time up. It was on a changeup, if you remember, Nick. One that maybe King got away with. See what he goes here on a 1-2. Gas.
Yeah, he went changeup down and in and got away with it. And he's a raw power guy. So you got to make sure you spot this pitch. Above his hands would be a good spot for it, or spike him one.
Another fastball away from the shift. Lawson over there on an island. Throws wide. Wilson's going to be safe at first.
Probably give him a base hit on that.
Lawson was a lone man away from the shift. He had a long way to go to get it.
And throwing across his body, and a guy that runs pretty well. And, you know, Jordan Wilson is from the left side of the batter's box.
They're going to charge Lawson with an error. It is his 10th of the year, 47th for Florida. So a 2-out base runner, and that'll bring Bear Harrison, the 8-hole hitter, to the plate. Harrison singled his first time up, and he was going after it early. Takes here for strike one. 272 hitter.
Wilson 5 for 5 in stolen bases.
King wanted that one. I think the nod of the head of the home plate umpire acknowledges he might have missed that one.
If you have confidence in your base runner, why not send him here?
King almost had a full windup on that throw to first. Surowick is holding the runner on. Another throw over.
Okay, again, you've made your point. You've thrown over twice. Now go get the hitter. If he goes, he goes.
One pitch. Out of play.
King's fairly quick to the plate. He's under 135 with advantage defense. That's delivery time from the time he starts his windup till the time it hit the catcher's glove.
Give me a number that would tell me that it's good or bad. Like, what's the median there?
135.
Okay.
Anything over that advantage base runner, base stealer, anything under that advantage defense. Of course, defense, you still got to catch the ball, make the good throw, and make the tag at second base, but it gives you a fighting chance. If you're a right-hander throwing 1.5, 1.6, it doesn't help your catcher out at all. And again, I don't know what's going on at Duke and what's going on with the pitching, but they've got to be slow to the plate. It's the only other thing I could think of. I haven't watched a lot of them, but just the numbers have been incredible.
2 straight foul balls and the 1-2 now. Away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I like the spot there for King. And by the way, the throws to first have not been courtesy tosses.
No. And he may have one go over there now because 2-2 is a good pitch to go, and you know he's running 3-2, so might as well go 2-2.
Runner stays off the handle. Curlin, well placed, is there for the 3rd out. No runs, no hits, an error. A man on left on base. 3.5 in the books. Gators 3, Aggies 2. Well, that sun now is dipped below the rim here of beautiful Condren Ballpark. Certainly settled into game 1 of this top 25 series. 3-2 Gators. Aiden King's a big story tonight. Once again, the Gators' Friday night starter has been dynamite. His last half inning of work, 15 pitches, 12 for strikes. Neither starting pitcher has walked anyone in this ball game. Shane Sadeo did hit the foot of Blake Sear for hit by pitch, but otherwise pretty clean. Here's Caden McDonald for the first time to lead us off here in the 4th. Struck out his first time up. That's what I'm trying to say, Nick. Sends one out to left. It's another double for Florida. The 4th of the game.
Okay, McDonald proving that he's a two-way guy. We mentioned being second in the Cape Cod League last year in home runs. Keeps his hands back on a sweeper and splits the gap. Now it's up to Ashton Wilson to move the runners along. I would not be surprised to see Ashton Wilson lay a bunt down here.
Third baseman's thinking the same thing. Good for Caden McDonald. That's his first SEC hit. Wilson already around. And offered but missed. 0-1. Partita's going to be the man creeping in from third. May get corners here too. Grahovac was at the edge of the grass.
And you want to bunt it right at the third baseman if you can.
Puts it down foul. Now Wilson's behind 0-2. This point becomes moot here, but my only thing about Grahovac, if he were to crash and the bunt's to the first base side, the second baseman, Hakopian's all the way toward the second base bag. Coverage is going to be an issue.
Yeah, you can see that right there on that bunt, and he kind of jabs at it. You want to catch the ball at the barrel of the bat, and also keep that angle. Don't have it flat on contact. You want it to be around a 45-degree angle. Now he's got to try to hit it right side.
0-2. And down on strikes is Wilson. So the 9-hole hitter is down on 3 straight pitches. 4th strikeout now for Sadeo.
Yeah, he was trying to go right side here on that swing. That's why his hands were close into his body, and he tried to inside out, and it made it a little tougher, especially when that pitch was up. If the pitch was down, he probably would be able to do it.
Here's Kyle Jones, top of the order for the Gators. Foul tip. Jones is trying to get a hit in his 3rd straight game. He's trying to get his first hit of the game here. Ground out to short, line out to left. We have the major league shift on here to the left side. He's the second baseman not all the way across the bag. 1-1. I'm not so sure they can get any deeper in left and center. Keelan left, Sorrell in center.
Yeah, he lined out to left his last time up. Hit it good.
Lifts this one out to the center fielder. Sorrell. Oh, he let it drop. Help me understand this. I thought Sorrell had plenty good look at it. Runners at the corners now as Jones is aboard with his first hit. Here's your look, Nick.
Yeah, he looked like he had it measured here. Wow. I guarantee you his dugout thought the same thing.
Well, and he gave this look like I'm going to try and deke McDonald at second and freeze him when he could have just had the out. So it's 1st and 3rd, and now activity in the Texas A&M bullpen as Harrison goes out to talk to Shane Sadeo.
Also on that first step by Sorrell, it wasn't a good first step. He kind of hung back and kind of nonchalant in his first steps going forward. Almost like you said, a decoy, because it looked like, okay, I got this measured.
Grant Cunningham up and throwing.
This could be his last hitter. You're talking left on left, but it depends on how long it'll take Cunningham to get loose.
I think you would agree one of the keys for the Gators coming into the weekend was to get to the Aggies bullpen.
Get to it early, yeah.
First pitch swinging is Lawson. Partita in foul territory, called off, and Kellner, the shortstop, puts it away. So 2 outs. Lawson 1 for 3 now as he goes back to the dugout.
Gators do not want to miss an opportunity here. And that's where not getting that runner over to third with less than 2 out hurt, at least for the time being. Serwick, he is your guy. He's your SEC leading hitter. Great opportunity.
1 for 2 tonight. Time called.
Yeah, and then I doubt he's going to pitch to the righty. They got the righty warming up.
Call to the bullpen made here by Michael Early. With runners at the corners and 2 outs, Grant Cunningham on his way in. So the night is done for Sadeo. Tell you about the new right-hander here in the 4th when we return to Condren Ballpark. Well, the Aggies have made a call to their bullpen, their first this weekend. It's right-hander Grant Cunningham out of Seattle Prep, transfer from the University of Washington.
Yep.
6'3".
Yeah, came over with Coach Kelly. You can see his 12th appearance on the year. Fastball, sinker, cutter, sweeper. He'll top out at 93. Has not pitched, however, since April 14th against Houston when he went 3 innings, 4 hits, did not give up a run or a walk, struck out 1 in that one. His best series was against Georgia, where he came in back-to-back games. His second game in that series went 3 1/3, only gave up 1 hit against that potent Georgia offense.
Well, he'll face Ethan Surowick. 3-hole hitter here for the Gators. Florida tonight has 8 hits, 4 for 10 with runners in scoring position. Caden McDonald's the lead runner at third. He doubled to lead off the inning. 3-2 Florida. Right on right matchup here with 2 outs. Ball 1 to Surowick, who singled and eventually scored on the Bowen single back in the first.
Right side wide open. Anything away.
Toward the corner and over to the line. Wilson's there to make the catch. So Cunningham did the job. Put out a fire here. Sadeo, the starter's done. The Gators are unable to score, but have a 1-run lead as we head to the 5th.
Best conference tournament in all of college baseball.
Run straight for the breakaway.
Let's get to Hoover.
Less than a month away now, the 2026 SEC tournament from Hoover. Everybody will be there. Second time around for that single elimination format. Be exciting. Great crowds will be on hand as well in Hoover.
I know the coaches like the single elimination format.
And I like that everybody's in the mix. The double bye is ultra important. Texas A&M in a position for that. Gators have some work to do, but not far out. Aiden King back to work. He has been attacking the zone. This will be pitch number 60 to begin the top of the 5th, and against the 9-hole hitter, Boston Kellner. First pitch swinging, and Jones to his right is there. A&M has been retired early count a lot tonight. The night's done for the A&M starter. Sadeo threw 74 pitches, 51 for strikes. Did not walk anybody. It's about as well pitched as a Friday night matchup as you're going to get in this conference. Conference leader in ERA, King deals strike 1. Top of the order here, Grahovac. This is the guy that stung him for a 2-run home run in the 3rd. It's 13th of the year. It went 364 feet. 1-1.
He's had 12 multi-hit games now in his 18th SEC game of the season. Pretty impressive.
He's really good. Suffered a shoulder injury in 24 and then only 6 games last year. This is 111 miles per hour off the bat.
Yeah, get out in a hurry.
Harrison came in to score as well. That gave the Aggies a 2-1 lead. Florida came back with 2 in the bottom half of that third inning. 1-2 pitch.
Good place to throw that pitch. He didn't bite.
He's the new leader in the SEC in RBI with 2 in the game, 61 total. Need a new baseball. In the 61 RBI, third in the nation.
It's almost like you want to bury one here, but you don't want to make a mistake and leave it up. Good location.
Took a little bit to get everybody in. But man, first of probably 3 great crowds this weekend. Tomorrow it's 5 o'clock, first pitch. 2-2. Spiked it.
See, when you're throwing that off speed, when you're facing a guy like Grahovic, you're so conscious of not leaving it up at all if there's any chance of hanging it, because he'll make you pay. So now you just got to come fastball and hope yours is better than his.
Payoff pitch on the way. And Jones again. So the battle won by King there. That's a fun one right there between those two guys.
Yeah, Grahovic recognized it a little too late, got out in front of it, and ended up hitting a routine fly ball.
So yes, 2 outs. Yes, nobody on. Oh, here's Caden Sorrell for
However,
you. Yes.
Yeah, you gotta keep your concentration at all times against this lineup.
It's flied out twice. Once to left, once to center.
The wind is still, and that's something that's very unlike the games we've seen here this year. It's usually blowing one way or the other.
That might be the first shot we've had all year of that Old Glory against the pole like that. Low humidity tonight as well. For those of you watching outside of the North Central Florida area, this area here has been plagued by severe drought.
Yeah.
There have been brush fires over the last week, basically, around the Gainesville area, and I want to just give a shout out to first responders, those firefighters, Forest Service, all working a lot right now.
Can't thank them enough.
Here's the 0-1 pitch to Sorrell. Try to come underneath the hands. Fans wanted that one to be a strike. Slugging percentage came into the day .818, .807 now for Sorrell. The 1-1. Low.
These are good location pitches by Aiden King. He's not giving in.
This is improving your game right here. Everything trends the right direction in a 3-year career.
There must have been nobody on base last year.
Golfs this one out to Ashton Wilson. 3 up, 3 down. All on fly balls. Aiden King still in front. His Highness and the Gators up 3-2. Basically spend the whole weekend here watching SEC baseball, that's for sure. Tomorrow, of course, the Gators are on national TV on SEC Network. Meanwhile, at Starkville, game 1 between LSU and Mississippi State, 8-8 going to the 10th. Not pictured, as they say in the business, not on your screen. A doubleheader at Tennessee today in conference play. That Georgia-Ole Miss series is really the one that I'm going to try and take in tomorrow before we come to the ballpark. First place Georgia has a half-game lead over A&M coming into the weekend. Kevin O'Sullivan and the Gators lead at 3-2. We're halfway through this one at Conran Ballpark. The difference right now is the 2-run third for the Gators, where they had 3 doubles in that inning. The Gators have now chased the starter Sadeo, and Grant Cunningham will start his first full inning of work against Blake Sear. Cunningham came in and got Serwick to fly out to end the 4th. First to Sear. Slow roller toward the second base bag. And a throw over by Akobian, the second baseman, who was basically 4 feet off the bag at the start of the at-bat.
All right, so we're about halfway through this ball game, and right now, I got to think Sully loves the way this thing is setting up. He's already into their bullpen. His starter is rolling. He just needs to start adding and tacking on runs here and get a little separation.
Carson Bowen's 1 for 2. And the Gators catcher picked up an RBI back in the first. Bowen here batting 5th tonight. Cunningham's last action against the Houston Cougars. 4 hits and 3 innings of relief. This one's lifted out to center, and Sorrell has out number 2. I said coming in, Nick, I just felt like we're going to have 3 well-played, tight ball games. They may be high scoring at some point this weekend, but the Gators certainly always rise to the occasion against ranked teams. A&M's got this unbelievably potent offense.
Yeah, if you're going to pick one high-scoring game, you would predict it to be Sunday, because you got Peterson and Sims going tomorrow. And those are 2 outstanding pitchers. Cade Curlin, we talked about it. He's got that power. You try to sneak something inside, he'll hit the berm in left field for a home run.
RBI double his last time up. And that's through the hole on the left side. Multi-hit game for Cade Curlin. 2-out single.
Yeah, he got the pitch inside, got a base hit with it. It was too low to elevate, but keeps the inning going. Cade Curlin, nice game tonight.
8th multi-hit game of the year for the Gators second baseman. I'll give Colton Schwartz a chance here. 2 gone in the 5th. Singled off with Sadeo back in the 2nd. That led off the inning, but he was stranded.
He wears number 49, this Schwartz, is a homage to his father, Jeff, who wore that number in the big leagues with the White Sox.
I'm glad you were talking about his number, because I didn't want to talk about the call of that pitch. Nothing in 2.
0-4-9. I said his walk-up song should be Funk 49 by James Gang.
Yes.
That's a good one, right?
The one hit they had.
No.
The best one they had.
Best one, yeah.
Yes. At one time, I knew the story as to why that was the name of the song, and now I can't recall.
Whatever Joe Walsh was thinking at the time, I guess.
Oh, to spend some time ahead of Joe Walsh. Only if you dare. One ball, 2 strikes. The busiest inning was the 3rd. A 2-run home run by Grahovac for the Aggies. And 3 doubles. And 2 runs driven in by the Gators in the bottom half of the 3rd. Takes high here. Even now, 2-2. No action in either bullpen here as we're in the bottom of the 5th. Longest outing this year, 3 1/3 for Cunningham. And what was 0-2 is now full to Colton Shores.
There's something you don't see, Rod. They're holding the runner on 3-2, 2 outs.
Yep.
I don't know if that's by design or not. You rarely ever see that.
Curlin goes. Ground ball to short. Almost ate up Kellner. And a good stretch at first. Rohovac gloves it. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on base. We're through 5. Great one here tonight in Gainesville. 3-2 Gators. Now, Gators have 9 hits, but they've left 7 on base. They'll take a 1-run lead to the 6th inning. 3-2 Florida. Aiden King's been outstanding. 72 pitches, 52 of those are for strikes. And Nick Belmonte, of the 20 batters he's faced, 14 have seen first pitch strike.
No, he's right on schedule.
3, 4, and 5 now for the Aggies. A tough one here, and Chris Hakopian didn't like it. 0-1's the count. Singled his last time up.
Hakopian played at Maryland, and that is a hitter's ballpark.
I've never been there. Out to right. And the new right fielder, Hayden Yost, puts it in his glove for 1 out.
Yeah, Maryland's ballpark surrendered to 6 home runs to Marshall McDougal, Gainesville native, playing for FSU in 1 game, in a 9-inning game. 6 home runs, same guy. There's Hayden, Sickles High School product down there in Citrus Park, Florida.
Came in for Ashton Wilson. Wilson started in right tonight. There's Jake Dewar, the DH, and another first pitch strike from Aiden King. Oh for 2, both on ground balls. Not a piece of a lot of things there. So 0-2 for Aiden King. Wouldn't chase. Something funky there with King on the delivery.
So the last 7 outs have been balls that have been elevated, fly balls or pop-ups, right? So what that's telling me is you're just late. And we talked about the deception. They're just late picking the ball up.
Surlick all by himself. 2 gone. And as soon as you say that, they put one on the ground there. But I love what you're saying, though, about the fly ball outs.
Yeah, that was our first ground out since the 3rd inning.
And the last hit for the Aggies was the 3rd inning. They did have a man reach in the 4th. Jorian Wilson reached on an error by the shortstop away from the shift. Partita has flown out.
Yeah,
fouls one off.
10 fly ball outs to 3 ground ball outs.
There's been plenty of length here by King of late, too. Last week against Auburn, 98 pitches. At Georgia, back on the 10th, 107. So he's way ahead of schedule here. 0-1. Steve, you're right, too.
What a perfectly thrown pitch. What a great location.
Partita is one of the 4 strikeout victims of King so far. 2 outs, the 0-2.
What King is doing, he's taking advantage of the aggressiveness of these Aggie hitters. He's outer third, and a lot of these Aggie hitters are trying to pull pitches that are away.
Try to get him a chase again. And both times now, the freshman has been able to hold up. Probably ends up being a freshman All-American, Nico Partita.
Yeah, they call him, probably the prize of the freshman class. He's been outstanding.
Batting in the 5-hole. 2-2. That'll get out of play.
And Partita, he's a great hitter, but somewhere along the line they said he might go on the mound. They've clocked him as high as 98 on
Excuse
the
me?
mound. Yeah, 98. So if you watch his throws in the infield across the diamond, you can see why they have clocked him that hard.
Whoa.
Wow.
What? Okay. Huh. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Popped him up. Room here for Bowen. Another 1-2-3 inning for Aiden King. Against a top 10 offense in the country. He is through 6. Nick, I think I said at the top, right when we went on camera tonight, this would be our pleasure. This game has really lived up to its billing. 3-2 Florida. Obviously, our game summary here as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning.
Yeah, and King is doing that on 85 pitches. And obviously, at 85 pitches, he's probably not going to be around for 9 innings. So what the Gators have to do here is they got to start getting tack-on runs, make some separation. As good as Aiden King has been, he's been probably to about 100 pitches. Sully's let him go right around there.
Caden McDonald, the DH, to start things here in the bottom half of the 6th inning.
And he's looking on the leash here.
Had one to look at there.
That might be the best pitch he's going to see all night. That was a hanging slider.
Grant Cunningham has pitched an inning to 3rd. He's working here again out of relief. And there is action in the Aggie bullpen. Swing and a drive. Out to left center. Gone! Home run! Caden McDonald, his first, makes it a 4-2 game. Boy, he ran into that one.
Well, I said he was looking to unleash, and that he does. The number 2 hitter in the Cape Cod League in home runs last year hits his first home run this season, and a big one. That was better than the hanging slider. There's a fastball right down the heart, and he made him pay. Gets the foot down, hands come through, barrels it up to one of the deepest parts of the ballpark, showing you why Caden McDonald is in the lineup tonight. That bottom part of the lineup is getting the job done.
Hayden Yost up for the first time tonight. Defensively replaced Wilson, and he takes strike 1. Kevin O'Sullivan said earlier today, and speaking about, hey, I need a spark here, bottom half of the lineup. I got to try a couple of things. One of them being, let's run McDonald out there as the DH. Breaking ball misses. 1-1 the count. McDonald not only with his first home run, but he also has doubled tonight. He's 2 for 3. Wilson was 0 for 2 in this 9-hole before Yost now. That one rolled off the table, 75 miles an hour. And with 2 strikes, they'll shift to the right defensively. The Gators this year, when leading after 6 innings, 23-3. Another breaking ball. A lot of benders here into Hayden Yost. Top of the order next. Nobody out.
Well, you got to just try to hit the ball left side any way you can here. One guy standing out there covering half of the field.
All breaking balls. And the throw to first is a strikeout complete. One gone in the Gators' sixth. So the leadoff hitter, Kyle Jones, has to reset things here with one gone now. The left-hander is next in Lawson, the only left-handed bat in the lineup. Kyle Jones 1 for 3, singled his last time up. As I mentioned, the Aggies bullpen is working, and Darden is the guy throwing.
Yeah, it's up to Kyle Jones to get this thing going again. Get a couple of guys on base, tack on more runs. You can never have enough against this Aggie lineup.
Next is away to Jones. Grant Cunningham, big deep breath. Now the 2-0. And he's fallen way behind. And with that, we peek in at Ethan Darden now, nearing readiness in the Aggies bullpen.
Yeah, I think if Jones gets on, you're going to bring him in to face the lefty Lawson.
There's not been a walk issued tonight, and it's now 3 balls and 1 strike.
And you may see Darden no matter what, even if they come back and get Jones here.
Jones had only 2 hits last weekend in the series against Auburn. He went 1 for 5 against Jacksonville, and he should have drawn ball 4 there. Boy.
Well, I guess you tip your cap to Bear Harrison. I don't know what else to say, because that ball obviously was low, and Harrison got the call by framing it. Wow. Wow.
That's ridiculous yank of the mitt by the catcher. Check swing. Oh, and he went. Jeff Head on appeal rings him up, which should have been a 1-out walk. Wow. This is the check swing here, which I can see that. This is going to be a better look.
Yeah, he went on that. The pitch before is the one you have a problem with if you're Kevin O'Sullivan, the Gator fan.
Boy, and Michael Early, the head coach, just stole that bat right there. He gets the out, which should have been ball 4, and now with 2 outs, he gets to make the call to the bullpen to get Darden into the game. Runs in on a McDonald home run. That'll be it for Grant Cunningham, who surrendered that home run. And we'll tell you all about the new Aggie pitcher when we come back here in the 6th. 4-2 Florida. Third pitcher of the night for Texas A&M is the former Clemson Tiger, Ethan Darden.
Yeah, he's a guy to really count on, and this being his 17th appearance already this year, 89-92 on the fastball, cutter, sweeper, and change. Now, if you look at those base on balls numbers, interesting. 9 walks on the year, right?
Yep.
Okay. In 12 1/3 innings outside conference, only 1 walk. In 9 innings conference play, 8 walks. So the command decidedly different in conference play than it is in non-conference.
I wish I had my scorebook from 2024 with me to see if Darden faced the Gators in the Super Regional when he was with Clemson. But I don't, and that's on me. So 2 outs. There's yet to be a walk issued in this game, although one could argue that Kyle Jones should have been a walk.
Yeah.
Ended up striking out for out number 2. So nobody on. And ball 1 here to Brennan Lawson. So Cunningham faced 9. Faced 8, beg your pardon. 2 innings pitched, 2 hits, the home run, to McDonald. 2 strikeouts. Comes off the handle, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Lawson. Brendan was a part of that doubles parade back in the bottom of the 3rd. Lawson started it. He doubled to lead off the inning. Then he scored on a double hit by Blake Sear, and then Sear scored on a double hit by Cade Curlin.
Darden did pitch against the Gators in that Super Win inning in the 3rd. 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned, a walk and 2 strikeouts.
Attaboy. You got a good research and development department. 2-1 to Lawson.
Yeah, it's called a tablet.
Did you pay that staff well? I just remember how hot it was at that Super Regional.
Oh, I got
And
him.
Lawson wears it. 2nd Gator hit by a pitch tonight.
In fact, it was Darden that took the loss in the 11-10 game.
One of the craziest games I've ever been a part of as a broadcaster.
So he was the one that gave up the double to Robertson.
That sent Florida to Omaha. So Darden will now have to face Surowick. Throw over. A&M's been diligent about working the base running defense here tonight.
Yeah, and I don't think the Gators are going to chance it here with Lawson, left-handed pitcher up and a power guy at the plate. I think Sully hopes he keeps throwing it over there.
Exactly.
Maybe he'll throw one away.
Surowick 1 for 3 tonight. Single and a run scored. Way late on that one.
Surowick looking for a pitch he can drive here.
Surprise, another throw over.
Yeah, not making a whole lot of sense to me why they're doing that. I mean, the game dictates right here. The Gators have a home run hitter, potentially, or a doubles gap guy at the plate. And you got a left-handed pitcher up. Is not getting good jumps, I'll tell you that much.
So 0-2 to Surowick. All he's done the last 24 games is have 33 hits, including the one tonight. By the way, that Caden McDonald home run to lead off the inning, 426 feet.
What a boy.
That is crushed.
Another Sickles High School product down there in Citrus Park, Florida. Okay.
Ethan can get on here. Now you get Sear to the plate. You'd have 2 aboard.
Well, here,
Yeah.
I always, worry about when pitchers do something like they're going to lose their concentration and leave one out where the hitter is going to make them pay. Let me tell you something. Lawson is not getting good jumps. When he's going to the plate, Lawson is leaning towards first base. So in that scenario, if you see your base runner doing that, then you want him to steal because he's probably going to get a bad jump, right? But you divert all your attention to the wrong thing.
Yeah.
The guy that can beat you right now is not Lawson at first base. He's not going to hurt you. The guy that can hurt you is the guy with the bat in his hand is leading their team in SEC play. He's their most consistent hitter right now, and he's the guy who could leave the yard here if you make a mistake concentrating on the wrong thing.
0-2. Got strike 3 here. Throw down. And Darden threw more pitches to first base than he did to the plate. But the Gators add to their lead here on this big swing from Caden McDonald.
Are we up in the Cape? I don't know. This is wicked hot, and this leaves the yard over 400 feet to center field. Caden McDonald. Home run, SEC. Gators on top, 4-2.
Well, the offense that's top 10 in the country has 4 hits, 2 runs, but it's the Gators here once again against a ranked team. Stepping out in front, 4-2 Florida as we go to the 7th inning here at Conran Ballpark. Kevin O'Sullivan has to be super pleased with Aiden King and his performance. He'll start his bullpen up here as King goes to work in the 7th inning.
Yeah, and you would think this would probably be the last inning just from a pitch count standpoint, not by performance. Because he's capped them around 100 pitches.
Terrence Keel the second, and a first pitch strike again for Aiden King.
But he's been able to put pitches right where he wants them tonight. And that has been the key for him, is his command.
And Keel's only up for the 3rd time in the game here in the 7th. This starts a journey through the bottom half of the order for Aiden King late in the start. 1-1. Keel got him for a base hit back in the 2nd. There have been 4 hits in all, as we mentioned, by the Aggies. And they all came in the first 3 innings. There were 3 hits in the 3rd. That's when the Aggies got on the board with a pair of runs. 2-1 pitch. Another pop fly. Surik wants it and has it for out number 1. Right on the line.
The 12th out recorded by the Gator defense via ball in the air, pop-up or fly-out, compared to the 3 groundouts.
And only 4 strikeouts. King has not recorded a strikeout since the 3rd inning.
And that's good. That's what's keeping him in the game. He's not late. You know, when you're a strikeout pitcher, you end up throwing a lot of pitches. The fact that he's letting them put it in play has kept him in this game this long. His biggest number of pitches this season was April 10th against Georgia at 107 pitches. Last week, the Auburn game, he was at 98. Tonight, as you can see, he's at 90.
And there are the pitches by inning. The 10 pitches in the first, 6 for strikes. 1-0. Well, down and away. So in the bullpen for the Gators, a right-hander and a left-hander, McNeely and Lugo Canchola. 2-0.
If we just talk about innings for Aiden, 7 2/3 was the longest he's gone. That was April 10th against Georgia. And then the week before against Ole Miss, he went 7, gave up 4 hits in that masterpiece, did not give up a run. And no walks, by the way.
Began the season as the game 2 weekend starter, the Saturday starter. 3-0 pitch. He's back into it, 3-1. And then moved to Friday night. And not only has he been dynamite on Friday night, I think there's been an effect on Liam Peterson. Peterson sees King go at the opponent on Friday and then wants to step up his game on Saturday. 3-2. Gators' last pitch shifted their defense, so now shift to the right. 3 infielders. There you go. At the knees. Punched him out. 2 gone here in the 7th.
Well, if you're going to call that low pitch against Kyle Jones, you definitely got to call this one. Same area.
5th strikeout.
It's amazing how these catchers are getting away with moving their gloves almost a foot.
Here's Bear Harrison. Harrison up for just the 3rd time, 1 for 2. He was a part of the attack in the 3rd. Leadoff single. King beats him here to even the count.
Got his nickname when he was a kid at the Little League Park. Walking around, they used to say, Mr. and Mrs. Harrison, your son's climbing a tree. It looks like a bear climbing the tree, and it's stuck. And that's how he got his nickname. Now, you know who told me that story? He did 2 years ago when St. Mary's came through here.
That's right.
Then it was substantiated the other day.
The 1-2. That's the hardest pitch that King's thrown tonight at 96 miles an hour. Pitch number 100. On tap. Harrison able to stay alive.
Yeah, right at 100. That's 7 short than his season high.
107, right?
107. That was the Georgia game. You never know if Sully wants to trot him back out there. We'll see.
2-2. Jones and Sear converge, and Blake Sear puts it away. Tracks it down. Another 1-2-3 inning. Last base runner for A&M, the fourth. 4-2 Florida. 7th inning stretch here at the ballpark. And a new pitcher now for Texas A&M. Their fourth of the game is going to be Juan Vargas, the junior out of Panama.
You know, you get relievers from Panama. You always think of Rivera, right?
Yes.
Mariano?
The only one I can think of.
Yeah, there you go. Well, that's all you need, I guess. Vargas right there, 16th appearance. Transfer from Tennessee Tech, strike thrower, and another guy that induces a lot of fly balls. Cutter, changeup, slider, and a curve, the whole array, and he'll top out at 95.
When was the last time you were at a baseball game that had no walks? We have a shot at it tonight.
Wow. I don't know. I can't remember. Probably a couple of years.
Sadeo, Cunningham, Darden, now Vargas. Darden only faced 2. There's Aiden King's line.
I mean, the reason why we're looking at Aiden right there to see if he's going to come back out. I mean, he's working the rubber band there, so I mean, he doesn't look like a guy that's done.
He would, if he comes back out, he would face 9-1-2. There's Blake Sear, and the first Tim's right down Broadway for strike 1. Yeah, Kellner, the shortstop, would lead off the 8th for Texas A&M. And then you get into the problem there. That is a little 5-iron off the tee and a base hit for Blake Sear.
Without a doubt, the hottest hitter on the ball club right now, Blake Sear. Going back to familiar ground to left field. Now, the fact that he's closer to the plate, he's able to take that pitch that's outer third and pull it.
15th multi-hit game for Blake Sear. So the leadoff man aboard here, and now Carson Bowen. 4-2 ball game. McDonald's home run last inning got us to that score. The Gators fell behind 2-1 back in the third, but answered with 2 in the bottom of the third. And the pickoff parade begins.
And this is a legitimate time to throw over because Sear is a threat to steal.
It's got 6 stolen bases. So if this holds, this would be the Gators' 11th comeback win of the year, technically. And right now, 2 questions. Can the Gators get some insurance here in the 7th? And will Aiden King pitch the 8th? Good pitch, 2-1. Luke McNeely is now the lone Gator staying loose in the bullpen. Is that McNeely? I better double check.
Bear Harrison throwing out runners at a 25% rate, throwing out 6 out of 24.
It's actually Josh Reitner up now for the Gators, the closer. So 3-1 to Carson Bowen, who's 1 for 3 tonight. Got the game's first RBI. Now full.
Well, if Reitner's up and throwing with earnest, one would think he's coming in.
Yeah.
Especially if he's going to have to go 2 innings.
Bowen stays alive. Reitner was just placed on the Stopper of the Year midseason watch list. There's 61 guys on that list.
Yeah, 2 of them are in the ballpark.
Yes.
Fresh corn from A&M as well.
And the lead at first by Sear with that leadoff single. Draw another throw. That one almost got away.
Three, 2. It's a good time to start your runner here. So I know why they threw over that time.
Vargas to the plate. He said he induces fly balls. This went out into the triangle, and the second baseman, Akopian, records out number 1. So Cade Curlin now to the plate, working a pretty good night, wouldn't you say? 2 for 3.
This game tonight has seen 22 outs recorded by flyouts.
Yikes. That's in the dirt. Big high hop to the catcher, but Sears easily to second base.
And that's huge. Takes away the double play, puts you right in scoring position.
It's the second time a wild pitch has been thrown by the Aggies tonight.
You know, a lot of times it's little things like that at the wrong time end up being keys to victory.
The Aggies have won 6 straight coming into the weekend. The 1-0 pitch way wide. And there's a right-hander now throwing in the A&M bullpen.
I mean, it's lopsided. If you look at the line score, 4-11 in 1 for the Gators, 2-4-0 for A&M, but still just a 2-run game.
8 left on base by Florida.
And there's your story.
Yeah, 4 for 11 is Florida with runners in scoring position. But Florida also has 4 2-out hits in the ball game. And Florida's doing this without the benefit of a base on balls.
If he can get a good jump, third base, I think, is stealable here.
2-1. And takes to make it 3-1.
And the reason I say that is they are not holding Blake Sear at all at second base. I mean, he could get a big jump. And I think third base is there to be stolen.
Full count now to the Gators' second baseman. Yeah, I mentioned that Florida was 23-3 when leading after 6. A&M this year is 1-5 when trailing after 7 innings of play. Payoff pitch. Curlin fighting. And a bit of a tussle here with Juan Vargas. And Cade Curlin would love RBI number 16 right here.
That's what I'm talking about here. He can get another step towards third base. I think it's there to steal.
Just a piece of it.
And you get the right-handed hitter up, which, you know, obviously the catcher has to negotiate around him.
And Partita so far back at third base.
Yeah, it'd be a race to the bag. I
Right.
mean, everything sets up for a successful stolen base, I think, in this scenario if they decide to do it.
1 out. We'll try the payoff pitch again here to Curlin.
There's a good at-bat here.
It really is. And with each pitch that extends this, the energy in the ballpark keeps rising. The first walk of the game on either side. 2 on for the Gators.
Well, Schwartz on the night 1 for 3. McDonald on deck 2 for 3.
Yep.
So the bottom part of the order coming through.
And time called, and here's the pitching coach, Jason Kelly, as Colton Schwartz will have to wait just a little bit. Now, Florida's drawn at least 1 walk in every game this season, most recently against Ole Miss. That was here at home. But Gators pitching this year has 3 times not walked an opposing hitter, with still 2 innings to go.
One thing you're trying to set up here is you're trying to set up a pitch that's below the knees that hopefully you get the opposition hitter to hit it in the ground. You can get out of here in 1 pitch with a double play.
Aggies defense has turned 20 double plays this season. Now with 1 out, Colton Schwartz. And a bender in there for a strike.
A base hit here would be crucial in this ball game.
Florida has 5 extra base hits in the game. And Harrison able to keep it right there in front on a pitch in the dirt. 1-1 to Schwartz. Grounded out to short to end the 5th, his last time up. Vargas ready. Lead at 2 bags. Out to center for Sorrell. Sear tagging at second. Will reach third base, and they'll be at the corners here with 2 outs.
Yeah, hey, look, at worst, that's a productive out, right? Get some over there. And now you're hitting star of the night.
2 for 3 tonight. His first home run went 426 feet, 107 miles an hour off the bat. He doubled in the 4th, but was stranded at 3rd. That's in the dirt. Sear came down the line a bit, but no advance.
Boy, that saved a run right there. There's no stat to show that, but my goodness. All right, this is Cade McDonald right here. Fastball, straight challenge. And he was equal to it. To the Disney Road.
Sear creeping down the line, and the pitch. Tough call on McDonald there.
But that low pitch, I guess, is being called all night, so you got to expect it as a hitter.
Not all night. Sorry.
In crucial spots, it seems like it, right?
Yes, increasingly so. 1-1. He's got a piece of it. And now Vargas here ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Trying to keep this a 4-2 ball game. Gators trying to avoid double-digit runners left on base.
Big at bat in this ball game right here.
Huge. Big pitch. Smashed into center. Have a night, Caden McDonald. 5-2 Florida as Sear comes in to score. The 5th 2-out hit for the Gators tonight's a big one from Caden McDonald.
Slider hangs it, keeps his hands back, goes right up the middle with it. Coach Tommy Slater, the hitting coach of the Florida Gators, loves that approach. He pays dividends. What a great night, given the opportunity to get something going. And now he's a triple shy of the cycle.
Yeah, how about it? Time called, and Yost will see a different pitcher. Michael Early's out of the third base dugout. So 5 2-out hits, 5 for 13 with runners in scoring position. A wild pitch, and then the productive fly out to center got Sear to third, and he was able to score on the Caden McDonald base hit. And that'll be the last man that Vargas faces. Yost up for the second time tonight. Another new pitcher for A&M when we come back. Now the new pitcher for Texas A&M is a native of Bedford, Texas. He is a transfer from Northwest Florida State. So this is Cooper Powell, a lefty.
Yeah, and only his third SEC game and his 5th overall on the season. So this is going to be a big opportunity for him coming in. 5 strikeouts, 4 walks on the year with the 2 hits, and only 3 1/3 innings. 4-seam fastball, 92, 96. He'll get it up there. Cutter, splitter, sweeper. He's got them all. See what happens.
He'll face Hayden Yost at least. Yep, Yost will stay in as the announced hitter. This is the 9-hole in the Gators lineup. Yost coming up for the second time tonight. He struck out his first time up. So far tonight, to answer your call, Nick Belmonte, the Gators bottom half of the order, 6, 7, 8, 9. Have gone 6 for 15. Not the 9-hole, though. The 9-hole's 0 for 3, and Yost can change that here with 2 on.
Well, just astronomically different than how it has been going. So, huge.
Powell's ready for his first pitch, and it's low for ball 1. 1 run's already in. Sear, who singled to start the inning, has come in on a McDonald 2-out single. McDonald's at first. Cade Curlin's the lead runner at second. "5-2" and the pitch. Over but low. This is the 6th man to bat in the inning for the Gators. A little early on that one.
This is a time, I always call this the Gordon Gecko part of the game. Read is good, and you want to tack on as many as you can.
Again, you're squaring off against one of the best offenses in the country. You are spot on, Nick. As Yost takes this one inside.
That has been his bugaboo. 4 walks in the 3 1/3 innings given up by Powell.
We didn't have our first walk in the game until this inning. Now full. And Luke McNeely is back up and throwing again to the Gators bullpen. They had Reitner up for a bit. One wonders here if now with that extra run scored, now a 3-run lead, to not go to Reitner right away.
Correct. That is definitely the thought process there. Now, in the event of any trouble, Reitner will be right back up because it won't take him long to get loose.
No, as in like a tying run coming to the plate type situation?
I would think leadoff guy getting on that kind of scenario.
Reitner's also staying loose. And a foul tip into the mitt of Harrison. Yost is out. The 9-hole has struck out 4 times tonight, but another run for the Gators on the RBI single by McDonald. 5-2 Florida.
Right, and you can see why here. Fastballs, sliders, changeups. He's got all the pitches working tonight. Nice little cutter right there. He's been ahead of the hitters all night long. He hasn't walked a guy, so he's still back in the game, and so far it's good to be the king. 101 pitches. That 0 walk thing, I mean, that's going to win you a lot of ball games here and down the road.
9-1-2 for the Aggies, partner. Here's Boston Kellner. First pitch strikes also win you a lot of games. Kellner's 0 for 2. So after this guy, though, boy, the Aggie monsters come to the plate.
Yeah, so you want to keep the table clear. Just seems like Aiden King tonight is put pitches exactly where he wants to.
Yes, even out of the zone.
Yeah, like that last one he just threw. Yeah.
Just missed with the slider.
Same thing with that pitch. I don't know how you take that pitch. Nice take. That was borderline.
The next to the shortstop. Curlin from behind the bag. Off the backhand. Guns him down. One away in the 8th.
Big out. Huge.
The days when a ball shot back through the box is a guaranteed base hit. Not
right.
anymore at either the college or pro level. So here we go. The top of the order. Kevin Grahovac. 2-run homer back in the 3rd and went 364 feet. It was his 13th of the year. Strike one into the Aggie first baseman.
This next pitch will be his season high.
So 1-1, and there you go. 108 pitches. Sorrell is next, and then Hakopian. If any of the first two in the lineup here get on with one out. He's still throwing 94 miles an hour at 109 pitches in the outing.
I mean, he just does not look like he's laboring at all. It looks like just out there having fun.
And Reitner's the lone Gator in the bullpen now at the ready. A 1-2 to Grahovac. Again, he has tempted the Aggies. And the Aggies, to their credit in this game, have only struck out 5 times. They're just in a hole most every time they come to the plate. A 2-2 pitch. Somehow stayed alive.
Yeah, they've made outs on the ground 4 times, outs by fly ball or pop up 13 times.
And the Gators here with King at the controls have held an Aggie offense to the 2 runs 8 times this year in SEC play. Aggies have had 10 or more runs. Just under half of their conference games so far. Time called.
You know, right now, you don't have to be too cute. You got the 3-run cushion right here. Go ahead. It's okay to challenge them. You don't want to be too fine and get the count at 3-2. If it's a home run, so be it. We've talked about this a lot of times. I mean, Sully would rather see a solo homer here than a base on balls. As crazy as that sounds, but that is true. That's what I'm looking for in the challenge him here.
The only added layer to that thought, Nick, is Caden Sorrell on deck. Or maybe I think it bolsters what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. There's the 2-2.
Yeah, see, that's what you want to do. Just fastball challenge. He hits it out, he hits it out. But you actually have a better chance of getting him out just throwing your best stuff right at him. I mean, he just fouled that pitch off. 95-mile-an-hour fastball, 8th inning.
Off speed here.
Still a challenge. Well, they went off speed. Now you're 3-2.
Yep.
Now I think you got its challenge. I mean, you don't want to walk him. Seems like he has a good eye at the plate.
This is not going to get any easier.
Grahovac,
14. Go ahead.
Yeah, that guy you're looking at right here, one of the better hitters in all of college baseball. This is a nice matchup we're watching right here. One of the best pitchers in college baseball against one of the best hitters.
Ninth pitch on the way. Out to Sear, and the line drive is stabbed for out number 2.
That's what I'm talking about. Challenge him, let him put it in play.
Well, not only has he been masterful on the mound, the Gators defense has also done their job. King now reacting a bit. Trying to get through 8 innings. His longest outing. 115 pitches, and now Caden Sorrell, who's 0 for 3 tonight. Out of play.
Yeah, same thing applies here. Just go right after him. I mean, you don't have to do all fastballs, but you don't give in.
Caden Sorrell has reached base in 32 straight games. 1-1 the count. But tonight, Sorrell has flied out to each of the 3 outfielders. 1 to left, 1 to center, 1 to right. One and 2. Not only is this huge for King, but for his team and his bullpen. If he can get this done here, they've gotten through their 2 best hitters clear through 8 innings. Wouldn't climb the ladder here against Aiden King.
95 at pitch 119.
That's incredible. A true ace, Aiden King. Out of play.
Well, he gets this out. His crowd will erupt.
Yeah.
He should get a standing O.
The Gators will send the top of the order to the plate in the bottom half of this inning.
82 strikes. Wow.
Strike 3 called. He punched him out. And His Royal Highness punctuates a huge outing. Florida trying to take game 1 here, pick up another win versus a ranked team and be their 12th. Aiden King has been absolute perfection tonight on the mound. Here is what was going on between the Aggies and Aiden King. There was a pop-up, and Texas A&M's dugout was popping off at King, who responded. And then King ends the top of the 8th with a punch out of their best hitter, Caden Sorrell. And is woofing at the Aggies dugout, which had the umpires conferencing. It looks like nothing's come of that. But Aiden King, with a season-high number of pitches, gets the Gators through 8, set down the Aggies in order in the top of the 8th. And now Luke Billings will face the top of the Gators order in the bottom half of the inning.
Yeah, and a little used Mr. Billings. Only his second ball game. He's only thrown an inning this year. Struck out 3 in that appearance.
So Jones takes a breaking ball for strike 1. Kyle's 1 for 4 tonight. If King is done, it'll be the 4th time this year that he did not walk an opposing hitter. No walks, 6 strikeouts for Aiden King tonight in 8 innings of work. 4 hits, none since the 3rd inning. Total shutdown by Aiden King. 0-2 to Jones on the way here.
Well, what I noticed tonight with Aiden is pinpoint command. on all his pitches. Even the pitches that were balls were by design.
Yeah, it's a great point. 21 first pitch strikes tonight and 29 batters faced. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jones. Lawson next, and then Ethan Surowiec here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Gators are trying to get their 11th comeback win of the season. And a 12-3 record against ranked teams. Line drive, base hit. Jones on his horse, heading for second. And the Gators have their 5th double of the game. Jones has his 16th multi-hit game of the year.
Yeah, straight fastball, equal to the challenge, splits the defenders like we've seen a lot of Gator hitters do tonight. And again, got to be greedy at this point of the ball game because Aiden King coming out of the game, you just never know what could happen out of the pen. You feel good about Reitner coming in, but you just never know, so you want to keep adding here.
13 hits now for Florida's offense. Lawson's got one of them, a double. Takes ball 1 low. Brendan has reached twice, hit by a pitch in the 6th, but was left on base. I think the more startling number when we're talking about hits, and Lawson on his back foot, hit by a pitch for the 2nd time. The more startling number with regard to hits tonight, yes, 13 for Florida, but only 4 for Texas A&M.
Yeah. Oh, no. I mean, Aiden King just carved them. Let's get some right on the back foot. You're going for the jugular here. You're not sacking. You're just swinging away. You got a guy in the mound's only thrown 1 inning all year. You're in attack mode.
Left-hander throwing in the Aggie pen. Time called. And here comes the pitching coach again, Jason Kellett. Yeah, attack mode here, and the top of this Gators order. Jones, Lawson, Surowiec, Sear. I'll throw Bowen in there too. Hits among all of them. In case you're wondering, the season high for hits was 17 at Arkansas for the Gators.
Multi-hit nights tonight now for Jones, Sear, Curlin, and McDonald.
Ethan Surowiec can join that club right here. He is 1 for 4. The hit came back in the 1st inning. Gators 5 for 14 with runners in scoring position. Soft pitch in for ball 1. It's Hunter Bond in the Aggies bullpen now getting loose.
He's another pitcher that's only thrown 1 inning this year.
Able to hold up there. Tomorrow, 5 o'clock, game 2 of this series. It'll be warm here at the ballpark, and it could be equally warm on the mound. Liam Peterson goes for the Gators. Aiden Sims, who's 7-0, gets the ball for the Aggies. Three balls and no strikes.
Well, let's talk about this, Sean. You got Bond in the pen, Billings pitching, both of them coming in at 1 inning to the season. This is only a 3-run ball game. And anything can happen once the pitcher that's carved you up is leaving. But they're leaving it up to some untested guys here to keep this thing close.
I am totally with you. As the take there gets it to 3-1. I mean,
if it was 8-3, 9-3,
yes,
I'd see it.
Because one swing here and it does get out of hand.
Yeah.
It is, you're right. It is surprising to me, too.
And it's not one inning in SEC play. It's one inning for the season.
Ball 4. So double hit by pitch, walk, loads the bases with nobody out. And oh, by the way, Blake Sear is going to step into the batter's box on the right side. He is 2 for 3. He's also been hit by a pitch. He has scored twice and an RBI and has a home run in 4 straight games. Wiffle ball for strike 1.
That was a nice sweeper right there. Sear came out of his shoes. Trying to go for the grand salami here.
Nine home runs last year, 9 home runs this year. 0-1. Got a piece of it, but again, sweeping away, and it's 0-2.
2 nasty pitches right there by Billings.
Jones is the lead runner at third.
I'm not sure why he wouldn't throw him a third. Start it even further out, see if you can get Blake to chase it.
Got him, plunked him, and a run will come in. That's an RBI for Blake Sear, and it's 6-2.
This thing's he's on the verge of getting ugly.
Yes, still nobody out. And that'll be all for Luke Billings. Did not record an out. So A&M will call the bullpen again with the bases loaded and nobody out. And now a 4-run lead for the Gators here in the bottom of the 8th inning. New pitcher coming in for the Aggies in the 8th. With the way this game started, with Cedillo on the mound for the Aggies, Aiden King on the mound for the Gators, I just did not imagine that this would be the 7th pitcher of the game for Texas A&M. It's junior left-hander Hunter Bond.
Yeah, and again, just 1 inning of work on the season. And second appearance on the year. And just kind of trying to hold the fort right now. They're down 4. And that's a big number because the firepower that Texas A&M has, a grand slam obviously is something that they are capable of doing. And I always say you get that 5th run, you become slam proof, and it's up to the little used Mr. Bond.
But the crazy thing is, back to your point, when Billings was still on the mound, it was a 3-run game.
3-run game.
And you brought in a guy who had only thrown 1 time. And now you're doing it here with Bond, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. And Bowen at the plate. Sear aboard at first, hit by pitch. New season high, Gators hit by pitch 4 times tonight. And that's not a strike. Bowen's 1 for 4. An RBI single was back in the first. So Carson here is going to try and deliver a 6th hit for the Gators tonight with runners in scoring position. He's a 200 hitter when they're loaded. Chopper, tough one here. Only plays to first, run will cross. And Bowen puts it in play here and picks up a 2nd RBI tonight. In to score is Lawson. And that lead is now 5 at 7-2 Florida.
There's your slam proof right there.
Yes, sir. And it's 2nd and 3rd with 1 out. Now with a 5-run lead, Kevin O'Sullivan is rethinking his reliever for the 9th as Curlin fouls one off.
And that's a great point, because what this has done, and let's think about it, By putting in the young kids right here, the Gators are able to tack on. The fallout on that is Sully might be able to save Reitner for the next 2 days.
And McNeely.
And
yeah.
But Reitner's your closer who goes multiple innings, and you're able to maybe shut him down. He doesn't have to come in and pitch in this ball game. That's what is at stake this inning.
Infield drawn in here for A&M. Curlin, great night for him. 2 for 3 plus a walk. And it's booted by the shortstop, and it's 8-2. And another runner's coming in. And Sear crosses as well. Sarwick and Sear both come in on a ball booted by Kellner. The shortstop was drawn in. He mishandled it, and then the brain fade by the Aggies infield to allow a second run to come in.
I mean, it's a great job of base running here by Sear. You see him just stand there and just feel sorry for himself, and next thing you know, he said, well, I'm just going to go ahead and score then.
So it's a 4-run 8th inning for the Gators. And Colton Schwartz 0-1 at the plate.
I mean, Blake Sear, you know, it's every night he just does something that turns your head and goes, wow. Tonight he's been base running.
In the dirt, delayed steal, throw to second, got Curlin. First stolen base attempt on either side tonight. Curlin's caught stealing. It was only his second stolen base attempt of the year.
7th base stealer thrown out by Bear Harrison. This is a nice play. He goes in the dirt, gets it, and makes a perfect throw.
So 2 strikes now on Schwartz. The damage is done, though. 4 runs in the inning, 7-run lead now for Florida, trying to take game 1. Three, 4, and 5 will come to the plate in the 9th for the Aggies. Swinging bunt's going to roll foul here, third base side. Wouldn't it be something if McDonald get another crack at it? He's on deck.
Needs a triple for the cycle.
Answers the bell as the designated hitter tonight. All he did was double, single, and homer. 1-2 to Schwartz. Off speed, but away. Been a while since the cycle. 1998. 2-2. It's full now. This would be a 13th quad 1 win for Florida, leading the nation. Again, it's the quest here, Nick, to host a region. And you're still in the hunt in the SEC standings. Georgia and Ole Miss, by the way, postponed. Georgia in first place. Here's the 3-2. Stays alive. Game 2 at 5 o'clock tomorrow on SEC Network. Nick and I back here on Sunday afternoon. Sandifer will go for the Gators. Tebow for A&M. Hot shot at Kellner. And he retires Schwartz. We won't see McDonald here in the 8th. But the Gators get 4 runs. Lots of good insurance for the home team. We go to the 9th. Florida 9, Texas A&M 2. 9-2 Gators. 3-run lead turned into a 7-run lead in the bottom of the 8th. We go to the top of the 9th. Aiden King ruled tonight, Conran Ballpark. Career high 121 pitches, matched his career high 8 innings pitched. Of the 121 pitches, Nick Belmonte, 83 were strikes.
Yeah, and even the balls he threw were right where he wanted them to throw, which is the most impressive part of that evening, watching him throw. It was just masterful, 8 innings of pitching.
So he will yield to right-hander Billy Barlow here in the ninth to face 3, 4, and 5 in the lineup.
Yeah, the senior from North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Fastball 90-93, sinker, slider, cutter are in his repertoire. And his job right here is just finish this thing off and hope that the Gators do not have to use any more bullpen arms tonight.
First pitch to Hakopian is outside for a ball. One for 3 tonight is the Aggie second baseman, and Barlow is way off on that one. And Kevin O'Sullivan does not want to get another arm warm in the bullpen.
And going back to last inning, that was the reward the Gators got by extending the lead and going after the little used Aggie pitchers this season that came in. The Gators were able to make them pay, throw out that big crooked number, and keep Reitner for the next 2 days.
Evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Last SEC action for Barlow was on April the 2nd. Strike 3 call. Fell behind 2-0, way out of the zone. Throws 3 straight strikes to retire Hakopian.
Barlow doing exactly what he's supposed to do. Come in, throw strikes. Hakopian taking that pitch. And again, we've seen catchers all night take that low pitch, bring it up, and get the call.
And not even bring it up a little.
Yeah.
Like, that pitch to me is more of a strike than the last one. Just saying. This is Jake Dewar.
No, we're talking 10 to 12 inch area we've seen tonight. Yeah.
So Dewar has reached base in 21 straight, but he is 0 for 3 tonight. Caden Sorrell, unless something absolutely bizarre happens, won't come back to the plate, and his 32-game streak of reaching base ends. 2-1.
Yeah, Sorrell, line out, fly out, strikeout looking.
It's an Aggie ball club that has won 6 straight. Lawson, on the backhand. Won't throw, put it in his pocket. Just the fact that he got to it. The ball was hot.
Yeah, laid out, then made a good decision not to rush a throw. This way keeps the double play in order.
It's the view from the Gators dugout.
Billy's like, oh, yeah, no throw, don't worry about it. I'll get the next guy.
And I'll bring up Partita. A little leadership shown by Lawson here. He is running that conversation.
And Norman Greenbaum is adding the music.
Your classic rock knowledges. Would you like to know that Partita has grounded into 4 double plays this year? First 2 from Barlow, just missed. Ball game is a little over 3 hours old here with 1 out in the ninth. And the pitch in there for a strike. So Dewar does reach with the infield base hit. 22 straight for him to get on. He's at first. But is of no concern to Barlow here with a 7-run lead. 1-1. did not like the breaking ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, well, I'd give him another one that you're not going to like here.
Yep. Terrence Keel on deck. Another fly ball out opportunity, and Kyle Jones, he's been busy tonight, has out number 2 for Florida here in the ninth.
15th fly ball out tonight.
Wind not a factor. It feels like Jones has recorded a fly ball out in every inning, and I'm not too far off. So here's Terrence Keel, the second. He has flied out twice, 1 for 3 in the ballgame. And indifference here by the defense into second base is Dewar. 1-0 pitch.
A meaningless run.
Yes. Two-0 from Barlow. All right, this is, all around. I know there was an error earlier on the Gators defense. Charged to Lawson, but we're talking about all phases of the game here. The Gators have gotten it done. Chop this one up for the Gators. Yost with the third out. 9-2 is the final score. Florida's 29-14, 11-8 in SEC play. The Aggies see their 6-game win streak come to an end, and the Gators would not only there's their 12th win against ranked opponents, their 12th quad one win as well, and they can go for a series win tomorrow at 5 o'clock in game 2 of the series.
Yeah, and Sean, it's games like tonight when you watch this Florida Gator baseball play and you're seeing the best of what they can do, and you're just walk away going, well, this team could beat any team in the nation, and they could be College World Series worthy based on performance you saw tonight. Now, the next 2 nights are going to be important. This team already is, D1's got them as a national seed. A weekend win this week against Texas A&M would really vault them up in the standings as well.
Without a doubt. There's no doubt. Aiden King was absolutely outstanding. King there with his battery mate Carson Bowen tonight. All he did was go 8 innings to match a career high there. Career high 121 pitches, 83 for strikes, 4 hits, none after the 3rd inning. 2 runs, they were both earned. Those were in the 3rd inning. No walks and 6 strikeouts for King. Aiden King with the win is now 7-2. And for King now, in 9 of his last 11 starts, he has allowed 3 runs or less. It's remarkable how good he's been as the Gators ace now on Friday night. It is the 11th comeback win of the year for the Gators as well. They led 1-0, fell behind in the 3rd 2-1, but the Gators had answers tonight. 2 runs themselves in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and then the shutdown inning, what Nick always talks about,
yeah, I can hear you,
was a part of it as well. One of our stars of the game tonight, maybe you didn't have on your list, Caden McDonald, who was the designated hitter tonight. Caden, Sean Kelly, Nick Belmonte upstairs. First of all, congratulations on the win. Great start to the series. I would love for you to tell me about a conversation or your look at the lineup card, seeing that you were going to be the designated hitter tonight. What went through your mind?
No, man, I was just excited, kind of been still putting in the work behind the scenes. It hasn't really worked out throughout the year in terms of me hitting. But, just trying to savor every opportunity I got. And, tonight, it just glad that it happened.
I know you're known for hitting those bombs off the tee at the Eagles golf course and those home runs you hit in the Cape, but take us through the home run, the pitch you saw. I know he hung a slider to you to pitch before you spit on it and you were ready on the fastball.
Yeah, honestly, the slider was a pretty good pitch to hit. Just trying to slow the game down. I was trying to do that this entire game since, the atmosphere was great here. But yeah, thought that he might try to expand after I see one on the plate. But then he just went to a fastball, and I was able to catch up to it and put a good swing on it.
And this win for this ball club had to be huge. What's the feeling in the dugout all game long?
Oh, man, dugout was electric today. You know, Aiden had us going, just attacking guys. Defense played great tonight. Just guys were making plays. Bats were rolling. You know, the atmosphere in the stadium was awesome. Just everything was firing on all cylinders tonight.
I think it was like 400 some feet on the home run, Kate, and I hope somebody found the baseball and was able to retrieve it for you. You can tell me tomorrow when I get to the ballpark whether somebody sent that baseball in. Nice job. Thanks for the visit tonight.
Thank you so much.
Caden McDonald, one of the stars of the game tonight. Nick, outstanding win for the Gators. The Aggies won't stop coming, though. Game 2 tomorrow at 5.
Yeah, it's going to be a big series. Great job by Aiden. The pitching has to keep showing up, but the Gators off to a great start tonight. That's got to give you a lot of confidence going into the next 2 games.
9-2 the final for our entire crew. An outstanding job tonight for my partner, Nick Belmonte. I'm Sean Kelly. So long for just a while, and good night from Gainesville.